Shotgunner! Shotgunner! That's what's fun.
I keep trying to get iFLY to remove the net for a competition.
Yeah.
Raise the stakes, right?
Like, don't spikes in the basement.
Yeah,
I don't think
my man.
Or just electrify the turn vanes downstairs.
Electrify
the turn vanes. I got a better plan. We got to do it in Vegas, where the fan is underneath. The
Yeah.
And we'll put razor blades on the fan.
Yeah, that's the ticket. Now we've solved problems.
Now we're raising the stakes.
Now we're raising the stakes.
You think we can get 4 countries to qualify for that?
4 walk in, 1 leave.
Well, apparently all the competitors died during training.
So it's been a great competition.
The speed check wiped out the entire competition.
3-way tie.
Driver accidentally dumped the wind and killed the
Let's touch on the future of the sport, not necessarily your guys' team participation, but like where, you know, this whole 4-way getting canceled, what does that mean for the sport?
Well, you're talking about 4-way and the direction of the sport. Earlier you mentioned like what importance it is. Like I feel like 4-way dynamic is kind of that leading edge of the evolution of the sport.
Yep.
So like in the late 50s, early 60s, if you jumped out of an airplane holding a baton and you handed it to your buddy and your buddy landed with that same baton, you were a badass. You had made contact in free fall.
It was thought at one time that the severe pressure of free fall would cause a man to lose consciousness and black out. Now it has been proven that a jumper in free fall can work arithmetic problems or perform any other mental functions.
Really?
And then all of a sudden a few people could do that. And they're like, well, let's get 4 of us together. Well, okay, now that we can all get together, well, what should we do? And they started making these shapes. And then, oh, well, people start flying in different positions. And then all of a sudden they share that information with everybody elsewhere. And then other people are like, well, I could do that. And then they start doing it. So it starts with the creativity, and then people build a structure around it. And then they send it to everybody else, and everybody kind of learns the structure. And then it sort of incites everybody else's creativity, and they start doing interesting stuff, and then they create a structure around that, and they send it out to everybody, and everybody learns that, and it sparks their creativity, and that just keeps happening, and right now, dynamic is the leading edge of that.
We thought dynamic four-way and dynamic flying in general was the future of the sport. Like, that's the pinnacle of training, the pinnacle of experience. You need the most work and the most discipline, I would think, to compete in dynamic four-way. But they're kind of pushing it to the side and sort of promoting more things like tunnel lights and belly.
Like Simon says of tunnel flying.
VFS, like the lower level things. In my opinion, that's like every 9-year-old girl is a gymnast. You can do a back handspring, but you're not going to see them in the Olympics. No one wants to see the lowest level of discipline. Everyone wants to see the highest level of discipline. So we thought dynamic four-way was the future. What do you guys think the future is?
I think you need all of it. I think you need the beginners. You need
I agree, yeah.
Two-way belly, two-way MFS, four-way belly. You need all of it, but you absolutely need four-way dynamic. And when the tunnels get bigger, you need 8-way dynamic.
Yeah.
10-way dynamic.
That's what people want to see.
It's really fun to watch, man. Like by the way, it's really fun to fly, but it's gnarly to learn. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
What do you want out of the sport? Do you want to push it to the highest point you can go? You don't have to. Do you want to learn checkers, or do you want to learn chess?
My man, that was great.
Some people just want to learn checkers, and guess what? That's cool. But some people want to be a little more challenged up here and want to learn other stuff as well. That's your forward.
Amen.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
You want to see what's possible. That's how you progress the sport. In skateboarding, they stop with a 10-foot half pipe. Nope. They went bigger. And look at what we're doing now.
Yeah.
That's what needs to happen. That's what the sport needs. They're building a 32-foot tunnel in Abu Dhabi. What are they going to not fly dynamic and
Yeah,
everything?
tell me about that one.
But even like what you said,
We're
we
playing
need,
Quidditch in that thing.
you know, it's like you said in skating, the half pipe got bigger, now it's this huge thing in the X Games. But we also need little two-stairs to have
100%.
kids learn how to
100%.
skateboard, to join it, to be a part of the culture, you know. So
But you need all of it.
Yeah.
You go as far as you want to.
Yeah.
And the best part is, the more you learn, the more you compete, the more accessible these other disciplines become.
We just need people to win.
Yeah.
We need more people
exactly.
to win.
Absolutely.
You know, the more
That's-
competitions
people
they
win,
do on
like,
lower levels, the
It
closer
doesn't
they get
matter
to
where you're
winning.
at, just come play. It's
Yeah.
Don't be self-conscious about your skill level.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you guys saw. I put a video up on my Instagram of me learning how to back.
I love
Yeah,
that video.
that's great.
Dude, we all struggle like idiots learning this stuff. Anybody that tells you that they learned it really, really fast is just feeding you a lot of nonsense. So enjoy the process.
Yeah,
Go in
man.
there.
It's about the journey.
If you guys have never been to a tunnel competition, even just dropping by one and checking it out, this energy is unlike anything I've ever seen before. Never have I've seen the camaraderie and just like everybody's rooting for everybody. And even just going to a comp, you meet so many experienced flyers, you learn a lot. I came back a much better flyer from Phoenix with you guys than I did when I left.
Nobody's judging you. Like, everybody is stoked that you're there. Everybody remembers when they were learning the same things you're learning. There's a lot of really, really cool, really nice people there that are stoked that you just learned to do whatever that thing is that you just learned how to do.
Yeah.
So, like, sign up for a competition that's in 6 months and sign up for something that maybe you can't quite do yet. And over the next 6 months, you can practice that thing, and then you go there and you're kind of excited to try it, and then you watch other people do it, and you're like, whoa, I didn't realize I could do it that way. And then you watch all the other competitions, and your body just kind of learns those things just by watching it, and you're instantly better. You walk away from a competition and you're better just for having been there.
I got my pro flyer rating, and I did the national competition in Virginia Beach. You guys were there, and by the way, I took second out of 2.
So right now we are getting into the freestyle intermediate portion of the competition. We have 2 flyers in this division. Our first one up is going to be number 750 out of iFLY Orlando, Nicholas Bardo.
Instructor there, just learned how to fly on his head less than a year ago, I think. All around good dude. Excited to see what he brings to the table right here.
Hey!
But you know, I learned so much in just how everything works, the timing of it, what the judges are looking for. You know, you see your score and you're like, oh wow, like that was one of my best demos I've ever done, but it's not necessarily a good freestyle round, you know? And then watching you guys in the 4-way free routines and stuff, it's just mind-blowing, you know? And this is definitely a spectator sport. I mean, the whole thing's glass, you know? So
you guys were just blowing minds. I remember watching you guys practice the Tree of Life back for the original national competition, which no one's seen anything like that before.
And the surfing.
Surfing is also pretty spectacular. Yeah, you guys have some pretty signature moves. That's a Tree of Life, the body surf, and then you went to the body surf with a transition.
Yeah, the shove it.
Which one?
That was awesome.
Yeah,
That's what that is.
Body shove it. Yeah.
Yes.
The body surf
Yes.
shove
Glad I
it.
could help the team. Yeah.
I love how we have all these stupid names for our moves, and then other people come up with
So what was your
If
name?
you
What was your
only
name for the
heard
shove
their
it?
names.
Oh yeah, what's that new one? The Danger
What was it? Just
Zone?
Danger Zone? Oh,
Yeah,
that's a good one.
What's the name of it? What was the full name?
It's
a
a
long
Danger
name.
duo over under, right?
Sketchy
Yeah.
front layout over danger duo.
Yeah.
Yes. Can we get that on the IBA? Rusty, hit us up.
Yeah, what level do you have to be to teach that?
We took the sketchy part out. It's no longer
Yeah,
a
it's
front
not
layout.
Yeah.
People almost died again.
All right.
Yeah.
Again.
It wasn't real.
To come up with a free routine for 4-way, you gotta have a short-term memory.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Like a lot of repression.
You're like, all right, so that was scary. Let's
But
try
it-
it, but just tweak it that much.
Let's get back in
All
it.
right, let's go do it again.
Tip.
Everybody
Tip.
else gets
Take
out
notes.
and then they're like, come on guys, let's do it again. Let's do it 2 at a time. Come on, we can do it
Or
4.
just hit the door.
4-way?
You said 4, right?
No, hold on to each other like.
You guys all got it, let's do it.
One more by myself. One more.
The biggest lesson I learned from the competition we went to came from Nate Roth.
Nasty Nate.
Yeah, man, good old nasty Nate. Slow down, like calm down. And it hit me like an anvil. And also, Rex.
Anvil?
Yeah, exactly. When you get in there, there's a lot of energy. So just learning to chill out and slow down and be calm is a huge lesson to learn. And there's no better way to learn it than to go there and experience it, guys. So do yourself a favor. If you want to fly, this is the way to do it, guys. It's a lot more attainable than you think.
Doesn't have to be some unknown, unheard of thing that you're just going to bucket list item. You know, be a part of it. And join us.
And there's no shame in doing 4-way belly if you're the best dynamic team in the nation, okay? There's no shame in
Maybe
that.
a little bit.
Nope.
That'd be so fun.
Dude, it'd be so rad.
Everybody's here to help each other.
We'll see you out there.
We mentioned Cookie.
DEEM.
DEEM.
iFLY.
Apparently my suit
Team is
just
awesome.
came.
Yes.
They
I
fly
haven't
amazing.
tried it on yet. I haven't even
Ooh.
seen it.
So
We
stoked.
got the
I'm
suit.
gonna be stoked. About it.
Dude, that
Yes.
I
flies
think he's
sick.
All the folks in Portland have been super supportive of the team from the start. That was amazing and so incredible. There's no way we could have done what we've done without that. My lady for putting up with me being gone so long and so many times, and
Keep her.
Alicia.
Sam for coming out on the farm to harvest today. That was
Devil's
awesome.
lettuce.
Sam, he's got those magic
OrganicGreenRoots.com. There you go.
Point to it.
Oh,
It's
is
right
there
there.
a-
It's gonna
it's
be
right
right
there.
there. Right there.
Let's put it like
Oh!
OrganicGreenRoots.com.
Wow.
Thanks again for joining us. This has been Prana Vayu Season 2, Episode Windy 2. Fly on, train hard.
Turn that camera off! Turn the camera! Turn!
It's brought to you by Hams, as everything is.
Everything by hands.